Well, hello everyone, it's Jessica and welcome back to my channel. Something that I've been wanting to talk about is my trip to London and how I set up my planner, or rather my traveler's notebook, to actually travel. I was in the UK and in France for one day about a month ago, a little more than a month ago actually, I can't believe it. If you want to check out all of the vlogs from that week, you can look at the card up in this corner, I believe. I film with my camera upside down, so it's kind of hard for me to orient myself to the YouTube viewing page, but I will link it up in a card and you can check out all of the vlogs from that week. It was a really great week. I'm so glad we went, and planning was really a big part of that trip, and also leaving a little bit of breathing room so that we could do, some relaxing things as well. So I took my Oh Hello Traveler's Notebook with me to London, and I found it really, really helpful. If you want to find out more about these, I will leave a link below. I am a member of their PR team, however, I don't get paid or really receive any sort of compensation for doing that. However, I do have a coupon code for 10% off. It's Jessica Ann, it's my name, just like my YouTube name. And if you want to check these out, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend most of their products because I've tried most of their products. But yeah, I just have a tie around on here. This does not come with it, by the way, but I kept this on here so that everything would stay secure. So let's go inside. Obviously, I have my passport because you gotta have a passport if you're leaving your country. And this is not a passport size traveler's notebook. They do make They do make passport size traveler's notebooks, but this is an A6. So for comparison, that's how your passport is in comparison to an A6 traveler's notebook. So for the trip, I actually took out this first notebook, which I still haven't used. I'm just keeping it in here kind of for bulk right now and in case I need spare note paper. So I took this out and left it at home. And then what you can do is, if you really need this front and center, you can put it on the first string here. And it sort of just nestles in there like that. By the way, do you know if I'm supposed to leave these security stickers on here? They put them on my passport when I was in Britain, and I don't know if I'm supposed to take them off, leave them. I don't know. Let me know if you know. But yes, so this can be perfect right here. And make sure I don't show you my personal information. And then it can also fit really nicely, and this is what I did for most of the trip, is right back here, because obviously when you're traveling around the country, if you're not leaving a country or going to another country, you don't need your passport out all of the time. So I found it really nice to just put it back here. That way I'm probably the only person who knows it is back here, and it won't fall out or get ruined or anything like that. So I like to keep that back here. Another great use for this back pocket here is I'll insert a little video clip of us on the train when I was playing around with this, because this is where I figured it out. I forget which brand of travel guides it is, but we had one for Paris. And the back, if you put the back cover in here, you could perfectly fit and close your traveler's notebook with that travel guide in there, and then maybe one or two of these smaller A6 notebooks. Cool. That was my boyfriend's guide, so I didn't really carry it around, and we were only in Paris for one day, but I thought that was really neat that you could fit it in an A6 traveler's notebook. I kept this little notebook in here as a journal. I only journaled one page. It was when we were on the train to Paris, and so I didn't really do that. And then I also had two inserts from So Much Crafting in here that I have jump banded into here. And I have a monthly, so that was our, I hope this is in frame. Yes, I had the monthly with like what dates we were flying where. And then I also had a weekly calendar that I didn't really start using until August, and how I started using it was the week that we left for London. So I just used some stickers. These are from Oddloop, and while we were in London and Paris, I kept little notes about all of the things that we did so that I could come back and put it into my big Erin Condren. I use an Erin Condren planner that I just flipped something on the ground. I use an Erin Condren planner as like a memory keeper and also as a regular planner, really. But I obviously was not going to take that abroad with me, 6,000 miles away from home. It's quite bulky, so I just took my little traveler's notebook. Sorry that my phone keeps coming off. Other things that I kept in here on our trip, I kept just some spare stickers that I might wanted to use, just a couple, and just leftovers, not like a full kit or anything. And then I also kept in these card pockets. You could keep your cards in here, but I didn't want to have everything in one place just in case something happened, like I got pickpocketed or lost something. So I kept my wallet separate. And then what I did do, however, was first of all, I made copies front and back of my passport, my ID, and each of my cards, and took a copy with me and put it in the safe in the hotel, and then also left a copy with my boyfriend's parents, who were our point of contact here. I could have left it with my parents, but my parents live about 500 miles away from where I was flying out of and where I currently live, so it just made more sense to leave it with my boyfriend's parents. I also wrote down the numbers for each of those documents or cards and slipped it in here along with the out-of-country phone number to call and report a lost card or a stolen card or whatever. That way, if it got lost or stolen, I not only had the card information and the expiration date and all of that, but I had the number to contact to freeze that card so that my money does not disappear. I also wrote down the serial number for my camera that I brought, which is what you are being filmed on right now. So that way, if that got lost or stolen, I had that information as well. So I was really happy with how I used my traveler's notebook while I was actually traveling. That's kind of one of the fun things for me about a traveler's notebook, is like it was sort of a challenge to me to be like, hey, actually travel with it, take it places. It's like my little flat Stanley. I totally forgot to take any photos of my traveler's notebook abroad except on the train, so oops. But yes, that is how I used my Oh Hello traveler's notebook for travel. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Let me know. What do you like to take traveling with you? Do you take a notebook? Do you just put everything in your phone? I didn't have international service while I was over there. I kept my phone in airplane mode the whole time, so I could only really use Wi-Fi, and my phone battery dies notoriously fast. So phone wasn't really an option for me. And I just found that having an actual notebook with my itinerary was the best option for me. So let me know, what do you do when you travel? Again, I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!